of the new bestseller, Spare. I'm here with Prince Harry.
Born into one of the most famous families in the world, Prince Harry and Prince William shared a childhood unlike any other. They grew up in Kensington Palace, surrounded by wealth, tradition, and the unrelenting gaze of the public. But behind the grandeur of royal life was a mother determined to give her children something rare in their world: normalcy. Princess Diana was the heart of their young lives, showing them the world beyond palace gates, and teaching them that compassion was far more valuable than privilege. Diana wasn't just a princess. To Harry and William, she was their protector, their guide, their safe haven. She shielded them from the harsher realities of royal life, while instilling values that would shape their futures. But even Diana couldn't protect them from what lay ahead. In 1997, tragedy struck. The death of Princess Diana shattered the lives of two young boys. William, just 15, carried the weight of being the future king. Harry, only 12, was left grappling with the grief, anger, and confusion, all while the world watched their every move. This loss would set the stage for the paths they would take as adults. William leaned into his royal responsibilities, honoring his mother's legacy through service and tradition. Harry, however, struggled to reconcile the pain of his loss with the expectations placed upon him. Over time, these differences grew, pulling the brothers into drastically different trajectories. Today, William is the steady, dependable heir to the throne, balancing duty and family. Harry, on the other hand, has chosen independence, leaving royal life behind to forge a new path in America with his wife, Meghan Markle. Their decisions reflect not only who they've become, but how they approach fatherhood. So what shaped these two brothers? How has their shared history influenced their vastly different approaches to raising their children? And what lessons can we learn from their journeys? For most children, childhood is a time of freedom and simplicity. But for Harry and William, life was anything but ordinary. From the moment they were born, their lives were meticulously planned, steeped in royal tradition, and constantly observed by the world. Yet their mother, Princess Diana, fought tirelessly to give them something rare, a chance to be children. Unlike the generations of royals before her, Diana didn't just raise heirs to the throne, she raised individuals. For William, her lessons about kindness and duty blended seamlessly with his natural sense of responsibility. Even as a boy, he took his role as future king seriously, mimicking his father's demeanor and standing proactively beside his mother during public engagements. Harry, on the other hand, was different. He was the spare to William's heir, and with that came less expectation, but also a sense of freedom. Where William gravitated towards duty, Harry leaned into his playful, adventurous spirit. Diana nurtured both sides, knowing that each boy needed something unique from her. She brought a balance to their lives, giving them moments of pure childhood joy, alongside lessons in compassion. Trips to homeless shelters, hospital visits, and charity events weren't just outings, they were lessons in seeing the humanity beyond palace walls. For Harry, these experiences left a deep impression. They weren't just royal obligations, they were windows into a world he felt drawn to connect with, a world far removed from the traditions of royalty. Diana's influence didn't just shape the boys' values, it shaped their identities. William embraced his future as king, while Harry began to question what role he wanted in a system that felt increasingly confining. But this delicate balance was shattered when Diana's life was cut short. Her death would mark the beginning of two very different journeys for her sons. In 1997, the world stood still as Princess Diana's funeral procession moved through the streets of London. For Harry and William, this wasn't just a public tragedy. It was the devastating loss of their mother, their safe haven, and their emotional anchor of their lives. At just 12 and 15, Harry and William were thrust into the public eye in the most vulnerable moment of their lives. The loss of their mother was compounded by the expectations of royal life, which demanded poise and duty, even in the face of unimaginable grief. For William, the path forward was clear. As the future king, he poured himself into his responsibilities, using his role to honor Diana's legacy. But Harry struggled. The media that had hounded his mother to her death became his enemy, fueling a resentment that would shape his views of the monarchy itself. While William found purpose in his growing royal duties, Harry acted out. He partied, rebelled, and clashed with authority, earning himself a reputation as the royal family's wild child. Beneath it all, he was grappling with grief, anger, and a deep sense of alienation. The brothers, once so close, began to drift apart. Where William leaned into the stability of tradition, Harry grew restless, questioning his place in an institution that felt increasingly suffocating. The loss of Diana wasn't just a shared tragedy, it was the moment their paths truly began to diverge. Without Diana's guiding presence, the brothers had to navigate the complexities of royal life on their own. William embraced duty, while Harry sought something else, freedom. But before Harry could forge his new path, he found purpose in an unexpected place on the battlefield. As Harry grew older, he found an escape from the pressures of royal life in an unexpected place, the military. Joining the British Army gave him a purpose beyond the shadow of the crown, a chance to prove himself not as a prince, but as a soldier. In 2005, Harry enrolled at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, where he endured grueling training and earned the respect of his peers. Unlike his life as a royal, there were no special privileges here. Harry insisted on being treated like everyone else, and for the first time, he felt a sense of normalcy. During his deployments, Harry served as an Apache helicopter pilot and worked closely with ground troops. He saw firsthand the realities of war, the camaraderie, the sacrifices, and the scars it left behind. These experiences profoundly shaped him, giving him a connection to people far beyond the walls of Kensington Palace. Out of his military service came one of Harry's most significant achievements, the creation of the Invictus Games. Inspired by the resilience of wounded soldiers, the Games became a global event celebrating strength and recovery. For Harry, it was more than just a project. It was a way to continue serving those who had become his brothers and sisters in arms. In the military, Harry found both purpose and belonging, two things he had struggled to hold on to after his mother's death. But his time in uniform also exposed him to a world far removed from the sheltered life of royalty, deepening his desire to carve out a path on his own terms. And it was this search for purpose and belonging that would lead Harry to his next chapter, one defined by love, controversy, and an unprecedented decision to leave royal life behind. In 2016, Harry's life took another transformative turn when he met Meghan Markle, an American actress with a strong voice and independent spirit. Their connection was immediate and undeniable, sparking a whirlwind romance that captivated the world. But their union was more than a love story. It was a lightning rod for controversy. Meghan's mixed-race heritage and her status as an outsider to the royal fold drew intense scrutiny from the media, reviving painful memories of the relentless pressure that Harry had witnessed with his mother, Diana. Determined to shield his wife and future children from the same fate, Harry took bold action. In 2020, he and Meghan announced their decision to step back as senior royals, a move that shocked both the monarchy and the world. For Harry, this wasn't just about independence, it was about survival. Moving to California allowed Harry and Meghan to carve out a new life, away from royal expectations. They launched their own ventures, from charity initiatives to media projects aimed at raising awareness about mental health, social justice, and equality. But their departure from royal life didn't come without challenges. Public criticism strained family ties, and accusations of hypocrisy created an ongoing storm of controversy around the couple. For Harry, every decision seemed to be a balancing act between protecting his family and defending his identity. The move to America symbolized Harry's ultimate rebellion against the institution he was born into, but it also marked the start of a new chapter, one where he would finally focus on the role he cherished most, being a father. And as Harry stepped into fatherhood, his past and present collided, shaping the way he raises Archie and Lilibet. When Harry became a father, everything changed. The same man who once clashed with royal tradition and public expectations now had two little lives depending on him. Archie, born in 2019, and Lilibet, born in 2021. For Harry, fatherhood wasn't just a new role, it was a chance to rewrite the script. Harry's own childhood was marked by relentless media attention, from the flashbulbs that followed him to school to the paparazzi hounding his mother. The press has always been an unwelcomed presence in his life. As a father, Harry is determined to protect his children from the same intrusion. This commitment to privacy has defined much of Harry's parenting approach. He and Meghan have taken legal action to prevent unauthorized photos of Archie and Lilibet, and their children have largely grown up out of the public eye. For Harry, this isn't just about security, it's about ensuring his kids can live without the shadow of constant scrutiny. Harry has often spoken about the emotional toll of royal life, describing the cycles of pain passed down through his family. As a parent, he's committed to breaking these cycles, fostering a home where emotional openness is encouraged. Unlike the traditional royal stiffer upper lip, Harry teaches his children that vulnerability isn't a weakness, but a strength. He's spoken about wanting to equip Archie and Lilibet with the tools to navigate their emotions, something he wished he had been taught as a child. Another cornerstone of Harry's parenting is fostering individuality. Unlike their royal cousins, Archie and Lilibet don't hold royal titles, a deliberate decision by Harry and Meghan to let their children grow up without the weight of expectations. For Harry, this isn't about rejecting his heritage, it's about giving his kids the freedom to define their own identities, whether they choose public lives or private ones. Harry wants their choices to be truly their own. While Harry and Meghan work hard to shield their children, they use their platform to advocate for causes they believe in: mental health, environmental conservation, and social justice. This balancing act between public and private life isn't easy, but for Harry, it's necessary. By protecting their children from the limelight while modeling passion and purpose, Harry hopes to show Archie and Lilibet that they can use their voices without losing themselves. So what does Harry want for his children? In his own words, he hopes they will grow up kind, compassionate, and confident in who they are. He wants them to understand their privilege, but also their responsibility to the world around them. More than anything, Harry wants Archie and Lilibet to have the one thing he didn't: a childhood free from the pain of public life. But as Harry raises his children far from the royal traditions that shaped him, his journey as a father remains deeply connected to the choices and the challenges of his past. So how does his approach compare to William's? And what can we learn from these two brothers? So, what can we take away from the parenting journeys of Prince Harry and Prince William? While their approaches couldn't be more different, there are valuable lessons and a few cautionary tales for all of us as parents. From Harry, we can learn the importance of protecting our children from harmful environments. His determination to shield Archie and Lilibet from intrusive media scrutiny is a powerful reminder that boundaries are an essential act of love. Creating a safe space for children to grow without constant pressure is something every parent can strive for. Harry also teaches us the value of emotional openness. Breaking the cycles of silence or unresolved trauma is crucial in fostering healthy, resilient kids. His emphasis on vulnerability shows that teaching children to express their feelings can help them navigate the complexities of life. However, Harry's approach also offers a caution. Isolation can be just as harmful as overexposure. By cutting ties with the royal family and shielding his children completely from royal traditions, he risks severing connections that could offer his children a sense of belonging and heritage. Protection must be balanced with opportunities to connect and grow. From William, we see the importance of balance between tradition and modernity, responsibility and joy. He's raising his children to understand their future roles while giving them a sense of normalcy, showing that even the most structured environments can be filled with love and freedom to explore. William also exemplifies the power of stability. His approach reminds us that children thrive when they have a strong foundation of routine and support. By modeling responsibility and service, he's teaching George, Charlotte, and Louis the value of purpose and connection to something bigger than themselves. However, tradition can sometimes feel confining. As parents, we must find ways to adapt structure to suit our children's needs, rather than expecting them to fit rigid molds. William's parenting works because he blends these two worlds, but it is a delicate balance. Both Harry and William have taken the values their mother taught them and forged them into two distinct parenting philosophies. Harry's focus on freedom and protection offers his children the chance to grow without the weight of royal expectations. William's blend of tradition and modern values ensures his children are prepared for their futures while still experiencing a childhood filled with love and connection. Ultimately, there's no right way to parent, only the way that works best for your family and your circumstances. What's inspiring about both brothers is their shared commitment to love and protecting their children, even as they go about it in vastly different ways. If you missed our video on Prince William's parenting journey, be sure to check it out, along with other episodes exploring the parenting styles of influential figures like Serena Williams and Tom Brady. Links are in the description. And tune in next week for our next video, where we'll continue diving into the legacies of extraordinary parents from history and modern times. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which parenting style resonates with you more, Harry's or Williams? And who else would you like us to feature in future episodes? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember, every family has a story, and each offers us lessons that can help us grow as parents and as individuals. Let's keep learning from these legacies, one journey at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.